Let me ask you, how many of you guys have just completely switched over to Blu-ray at this point?
Me, ever since I got a PS3.
I bought Toy Story 3 on DVD because it was only like £5.
And how much is that in human money?
That's about $7.
Yeah, I can't justify buying a DVD anymore.
We invented fucking...
I can't fucking...
Who invented fucking bad food?
I've seen the quality of fucking Blu-ray versus DVD with my PS3 and my HDTV, and it's like, fuck DVD. I can never go back.
Yeah, it's huge. It's huge.
Blu-ray's going to replace DVD in 10 years.
It wasn't when Blu-ray first came out. There was no noticeable difference for me. And now, all of a sudden, I put in like fucking Predators on Blu-ray, and the quality was like, I remember staring at the screen in awe. I was like, what the fuck?
It's ridiculous, man. The Inception I got, it's actually an Inception Blu-ray DVD combo pack.
Oh, that's the one I had that has 3 discs, right?
Yeah, 3 discs.
Yeah.
And I put them in actually side by side, and I was just, it's mind blowing the difference.
Yeah, it's insanity. Scott Pilgrim's another one. The fucking the menus and shit aren't crystal clear on it, but when you play the movie and if you watch the DVD version, it's like fucking night and day. But movies like what was it, Sherlock Holmes? My friend had that on DVD, and he was over here. And saw the Blu-ray, and it was like, he's like, "What the fuck are we?" I'm like, "This is Sherlock Holmes." He's like, "This is what it looks like a Blu-ray." I'm like, "Yeah." He bought a PS3 the next fucking day because he loves me.
I think the first film I noticed a major difference is Wall-E.
Yeah, animated features on Blu-ray are huge.
I'm thinking about picking that up on Blu-ray.
Oh, you got to get that.
I'm thinking about picking up a couple movies on Blu-ray that were animated because I've seen there is a major leap in quality. But I mean, holy shit, all the fucking movies
you have to get.
Like Taken and fucking Blu-ray versus DVD. The DVD looks like it was shot with a handy cam. The fucking Blu-ray looks like you're in like an IMAX theater.
I've still actually never seen that movie.
You need to fucking see that movie because it's so action-packed. It blew my mind how much ass Liam Neeson kicks in that film.
What movie is this?
Taken.
Taken.
Oh, that movie?
It's fucking awesome. I hadn't seen it either. I just randomly picked it up on Blu-ray because everybody and their mother was telling me how fucking action-packed it was and how much ass the movie literally kicked. And I was thinking, okay, they're full of shit. This can't be that good. So I put that on, and that was my first. After Predators, I put that on because that was the first random Blu-ray purchase I ever did. Because I do that with DVDs all the time because they're cheap as dirt nowadays.
Yeah.
But with Blu-rays, it's like fucking $20, $30, so you don't want to just buy shit randomly. But fuck me, was that movie good or what? I mean, I could not believe how cool it was. And then there's the uncut version on my version, which is like...
That's the European version.
Yeah, it's way more violent, and it was like... I don't know what the hell they were smoking when they decided not to release that version in theaters. But yeah, a Blu-ray is awesome. In Blu-ray, they put a shitload of stuff on one disc. Like I know this movie may not be popular with everybody, but my version of Salt has 3 different versions. It has a theatrical and 2 other cuts on one friggin' disc. Don't got to get up to change nothing. You just put the damn disc in and pick, and that's it. And you could switch at any time.
Is it that movie with the woman who has a fish for a head?
She's pretty good looking in that movie, I got to admit. She's been ugly in other films, especially, what was that recent film she was in with Johnny Depp?
Forrest.
That was horrible.
Dude, I've seen like most of it. It sucks.
It's so fucking dry and boring. On the other hand, The Tourist was a piece of shit, but The American with George Clooney, that was really good.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if you guys read it, but they're actually, George Lucas announced that he was going to release, he's actually going to release Star Wars on Blu-ray fall.
Next year.
What a shock.
Next year, but it's going to be the fucking special edition bullshit versions.
God damn it!
God,
remake.
Damn it, I hate those fucking versions. I keep
Why? Release the originals on Blu-ray.
Then he's going to release them in theaters in 3D. One year at a fucking time.
I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be fucking surprised about that at all. But I don't know. I'm going with Blu-ray from now on. Another random purchase of mine was fucking Night and Day on Blu-ray, which everybody and their mother told me was garbage, and I enjoyed the hell out of it. I mean, yeah, it's cool.
Do you own the TV series on Blu-ray?
No, I've only just started with the Blu-rays because they were expensive, but then I realized there's an FYE not too far from here at a local mall, and it's like, holy shit, they have tons and tons of Blu-rays, like, pretty cheap. Some of them are like $7. Like, I saw American Psycho, but I was out of cash at the point. It was like $7 on Blu-ray.
I love that movie.
I bought the entire series of Life. I bought the entire series of Life for Mars on Blu-ray.
I want to pick up, like, I want to see what they have in terms of Blu-rays, in terms of series, but I would like to get some BBC comedy series on Blu-ray if possible. I don't know why. Quality's probably not going to be that high, but fuck.
You want to see the British version of Life on Mars? It's fucking awesome.
I want to see some British shows that I only got bits and pieces of. I would really like to get the Blackadder on Blu-ray so I could just throw one disc in, because I think it's on one disc if I remember right, the whole fucking thing. Blackadder is like one of my favorite fucking series because he was just Rowan Atkinson in that series is probably the biggest smart ass of all time.
Well, that's like with The Office. Everybody fucking always tells me how good The Office is. I'm like, have you seen the fucking British version? It's so much fucking better.
Yeah, 50 million times better.
With the American Office, there's like moments where it's come close to being as good.
The racism episode of the American
There's one
of the
part
Office.
in, I think it was season 2, where there's like the Bring Your Daughter to Work Day.
Oh, God.
Michael had Ryan go fetch like an old tape of Michael in the 80s where he was on a TV show. And he was all dressed up in his suit, and the puppet's like, what do you want to do when you grow up? He's like, when I grow up, I want to have lots of kids so they can be my friends, and so no one can say no to being my friend. And I almost fucking choked up and cried. I'm like, Jesus Christ, that's fucking, oh my God, that's the closest it's ever been to almost topping or being as good as the British version. But other than that, I stopped like halfway through season 4 because I can't fucking watch this anymore.
It's too Americanized. Though my favorite episode of The Office, fucking the American version, is the racism episode because I couldn't believe they got that shit aired on American TV.
Yeah.
But it was fun.
Yeah.
It was so brutally funny.
Like, other than those episodes, it's basically just a vehicle for Steve Carell to act like an idiot.
Well, he does carry the show for the most part, I gotta say.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
And he's leaving this season.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's had enough. But no, I like the British version better. I always like the British version of TV shows better. Like they like Top Gear. They want to redo that for American audiences.
I've already done it. But I've already done it.
I've already done it. It's probably a piece of shit.
Yeah, it's on History Channel, I think. With it's got Adam Ferrara in it and a bunch.
It fucking sucks. It's terrible.
I don't want them. I want the British guys because they were fucking funny. Even Americans are gonna probably fucking endlessly agree that the British guys are just way funnier.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, the whole episode where they go on a trip with the camper or some shit, that crap is hilarious because it's so random. But the guys on Top Gear made that show work for me, and it just I can't picture it being done in America.
There's a lot of I've noticed a lot of comments about people talking about Family Guy, and the newest video I just made on my YouTube about like the worst things ever. People were telling me like, why ain't Family Guy on there? And admittedly, Family Guy was like funnier like when it first started, but I still think Family Guy's funny.
You know why Family Guy, for a lot of people, they don't like it anymore? It's gone beyond just generally being funny and offbeat. Now it's trying its damn hardest to offend at times, and a lot of people don't like that.
I do agree with that.
And I don't mind that because I got news for you. So fucking South Park and a lot of other shows that are now critically acclaimed apparently because they're considered quote unquote satire.
Yeah.
Adult Swim sucks ass nowadays.
What do you think of new drama?
Huh?
What do you think of Futurama? Yeah, I love it.
Futurama's awesome.
Did they bring that back?
They made it better. They made it much better.
They just came out with Volume 5 on a DVD the recent season.
I fucking couldn't stand Futurama back when it first came on. Maybe I was just not ready for that kind of humor at the time or whatever. I just didn't get into it. When they started replaying that shit on Adult Swim or whatever the hell, was it Adult Swim they started replaying it? Yeah, I think it was because that's where I caught a lot of shows that didn't do well or just they took off the air or whatever. When I saw that shit on Adult Swim, I was watching it religiously. I could not get fucking enough. And then the movies came out later on and I figured, oh, these are gonna fucking suck ass. And they were just as entertaining. And they were hit or miss at times, but fucking they were entertaining. I remember the fifth movie.
Fourth movie.
No, fifth. Wow.
Fourth, they only did 4.
Whatever the last one was.
Yeah, the last one was awful.
Had that big reveal at the end, and I was like, wow, this is a really touching moment. And I figured that's the end of the series. And then I heard they're going to bring it back. I was like, oh, man, they should have just left it there.
No, what are you talking about? What was the reveal?
Between Fry and what's her name. Like, there was a lot of romance and stuff, and it was like they had built up to this for the longest effing time, and it's about fucking time.
But it felt really forced. I think it was either Matt Groening or David X. Cohen, the producers of the series. They felt like one of them felt that was like really forced that they shoved that in there.
All right, it's not a big reveal. I just didn't expect to see that.
But that still plays out in the new season, in season 5, you know, because like in episodes you see Fry and Leela, they casually get on, they're going out on dates and whatnot. I love the one where they constantly switch bodies via.
And they had sex with the professor. And
yeah, Leela was fucking Farnsworth, and Fry was Zoidberg.
I need to see these fucking episodes.
Yeah. I remember that.
I've always enjoyed that series for the most part.
Now, it was also and Futurama were both canceled and brought back, weren't they?
Yeah, but see the difference between Family Guy and Futurama. Futurama actually had like some drama and heart at times. Like it wasn't always funny. There were some sad moments in the series.
Yeah, I can't watch that episode with Dog.
Yeah.
The episode with Dog has a heartbreaking ending. The episode with Fry's brother in the 4-leaf clover, how that one ended, I thought that was really nice.
That, but I just can't watch it one.
Like some of them had their sad moments that made me sit there and go, "Wow!"
Yeah.
Actually, made me cry just a little.
That dog one made me cry.
That's because of the music they used at the end too.
Yeah. What do y'all think of South Park now?
South Park became really, really witty over time. I don't know what the hell. It was like trailer trash humor at one point, and then they just started becoming absolute satire. And
I think it's the best it's ever. It keeps getting better and better.
I know.
Yeah, I agree. South Park is the type of show where South Park's the type of show where you can't really like when you go back and like watch the first season. Now it's like not really even watchable. Like compared to like what you like compared to the stuff that you watch now for South Park, it's like so much better than what it used to be.
Yeah, I remember it was on the season 3 DVD on one of the commentaries. Trey Parker himself said that he hates the second season. He says there's a lot of funny stuff in it, but honestly, he really feels that the third season is like pretty much where the show is like sort of really starting to turn the corner and figure out what it wanted to be, and that like,
anything before the movie, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the movie. But after the movie, I couldn't figure that. After the movie, I couldn't even see where the fuck they could go or what they could do. But then they did another movie later on,
Imagination Land,
which was I saw the uncensored version on Netflix. I swear, I can't believe I nearly shit myself. I was laughing so hard, and all the references to like real characters, no bullshit. And I was like, oh my god. I watched that with my friend Scott actually. I forget what we were doing. We were trying to kill time. We just put it on, and it was like, holy fuck, this is funny.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
The uncensored version. Watch that shit on TV.
Oh, come on, Stan, aren't you going to do the famous line from Button?
Have y'all seen the Inception episode?
Yeah, the one they made fun of the Inception.
I haven't. I need to.
Oh God, it's so.
Yeah.
Mr. Mackey says like and I also made a parody of Hoarders.
Yeah, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia is another really great show.
Yeah, that's a really good show.
Very funny, but very, very dark. Like not funny.
Not even. I mean, it's just funny.
It's funny, but it's like the comedy level is not. You're not going to see that on a regular network, I don't think.
See, this is great. We need our Mike because he just fucking throws shit in there. He just nonstop throwing in new topics.
I'm reading off the fucking chat room, dude.
I'm not even looking at the chat.
I'm not gonna take credit for people in the chat room saying stuff. Shit.
Do you guys undoubtedly
do I look like that guy with the glasses?
You guys have undoubtedly seen the Mighty Boosh, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've seen one episode. That's about it. I couldn't get into it.
The other day, I pretty much like took an entire day out just to watch like every episode of the Mighty Boosh, which they don't really have very many episodes. They have like three different seasons.
I think if you were stoned, it would make more sense because I watched one episode and I swear to God, I had no fucking idea what I was watching. It felt like somebody just took a lot of drugs and said, "Let's make something." And that was
Let me tell you, being stoned helps. Trust me.
One of these days, when I'm retired, that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to get a whole fucking truckload of marijuana and sit there and get stoned and watch some shit over again and see if it makes any more sense.
Speaking of weed, I got high one night, so high one night that I don't even remember.
Still high?
I bought 8 grams worth of weed, and we had this weed party, and everybody was just like super high. Everybody passed out.
A bunch of dudes took your shirts off, right?
No.
Hugging.
Started besouching each other.
College humor is not always hit or miss. It had that fucking dude doing that Christmas sales thing, which was hilarious, which I always had linked in my old chat room. Fucking Mega 64. Everybody's heard of Mega 64. At least I think they have.
It's a shame they've never put out the full episodes, because they're a lot better than what you see.
Really?
Yeah. I've got the first 2 seasons of theirs on DVD.
I was thinking about buying that actually because I would like to see.
Get the second season. The second series is far superior to the first.
I like the crap where fucking the guys. I like anything where like who's seen. No, I'm not talking about Mega 64 and Rooster Teeth because those sketches were like ugh. Like I don't know how the hell the two of them combined couldn't come up with really much in the way of anything funny, but. It just wasn't anywhere near their usual stuff. But like anything like Rooster Teeth did it, like they do the Drunk Tank where they're just a bunch of drunk guys playing video games commenting. The stuff they say in like 90% of the time is funnier in those things than in anything that seems anything scripted, which is why, again, I hate scripts. Because random shit seems way funnier to me at times. Like it's just, there's no planning behind it. So what you get from people is going to be absolutely left of the field.
Yeah, I totally agree. Like my videos, like people always ask me like if I do scripts and shit. Like my videos, I've never done scripts. Like
because you can't read.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, exactly.
The funniest shit that you're gonna come up with is gonna come up off the top of your head.
Jesse, what do you think of the BBC? I think he's talking to you, Jesse Ventura.
BBC, well, they're government regulated. How could you really trust what they say? You know, government regulated news network? I don't think so. But
Guru Larry can't say anything because he's working for them too.
I am. They are a legitimate organization.
I live in a hut in Mexico with cell phones. I'm fucking poor. I only use the cell phones that True TV gives me.
God damn, you sound exactly like him, dude.
Doesn't he sound, isn't it freaky? Like he's scared me.
That's fucking insane.
Carl, can't you do 1980s?
And that's not even the best. He can do it way better.
Jesse,
well, you know something.
Jesse, what do you think of 9/11?
9/11 was an inside job. I mean, what about the flight recorders? One fat guy I interviewed said they were recovered. Where the FBI says they weren't. They were destroyed. They're in these titanium-strong boxes that can't be destroyed. They're indestructible, to say the least.
What's your opinion on the Manchurian Candidate?
Well, honestly, I think that conspiracy is still up in the air because China's now more powerful than ever. You know, goddamn Chinks' economy is better than ours. Motherfuckers.
Jesus, Marcus fucking Ventura over there.
I know, holy shit.
Yes.
What's the best game of 2005?
Well, you know, assassination of JFK.
Well, you know, this is George W. Bush here, and we don't like to take these allegations well too seriously.
Oh, really? Were you there?
That's not really George W. Bush.
Hey, I'm trying to do my best, okay?
That's your best is the worst I've ever heard.
Damn.
And I guess your best was enough.
I guess your best just wasn't good. Wait,
Not good enough.
There was a song. I just can't remember the damn lyrics.
Don't make me pull up the RDF.
The what?
The reality distortion field.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that new force pusher.
I just held my head like some people do in comedies when somebody says something real stupid, like, what?
Well, it's not stupid. Maybe.
Y'all know what the reality distortion field is?
Nope.
Isn't it like some kind of like invisible laser force that pushes people back or something, forces them back? Because I remember seeing something like that.
Back in time, Marty.
What the fuck is he doing with one of those?
Marty, you've got to come back with me.
The military doesn't even fucking use that sort of thing. Where did he get it?
eBay.
eBay?
A. Salieri had to depart. The government was tracking his IP. He's on the run. Angry Joe.
Hey, I'll give y'all a link.
Angry Joe has powerful people inside the government.
Buster Critic. Who the hell is this?
Someone just asked Celery asked if I'm going to leave the internet again, and no, I'm not. I'm not going anywhere. I've actually never left in the first place. A lot of like my fucking accounts. The last time, like I said, the last time I was fucking suspended, and I was thinking, I'm like, fuck it, I'm not coming back. But I love making.
Suspended because of that the whole room thing that you did?
No, actually, no. I never had anything about the room. for some reason, my Room videos were taken down. I don't know if I got an email or something about it, but they were taken down. I don't know if they were taken down for copyright infringement or what. But
Yeah,
That
that's
paid $5 for him. That's why.
Tommy Wise, the reason probably it happened because Tommy Wiseau was going to sue the guy with the glasses because the guy with the glasses was going to review it. Well, he reviewed it, and then he asked him to take it shut down because he got pissed.
Well, the thing is, they took it off the website, but he put it up shortly on his Blip account, like shortly after.
Well, see, Tommy Wiseau's so fucking stupid, he doesn't realize that the publicity he's going to get off of that guy with the glasses for that review is going to be beneficial to him in every single way. Because people are going to want to see the movie. They're going to buy the movie because of that review. But he's so fucking stupid, he doesn't realize that.
Yeah,
and so he gets pissed off.
Telling me apart with this review.
And he needs to drop the whole act like, oh, it's a dark comedy. It's not a dark comedy.
It's a terrible movie.
You made it as a serious drama, and then you realized, oh shit, this really does suck. How could I spin this? I'll spin it.
I have yet to see that fucking movie. I need to see it one of these days.
It's so bad.
I've heard.
Armake, I have it. I can probably send it to you, man.
No, I'll fucking believe me. If I want to get a copy of it, I can get a copy of it. I haven't been exactly in a rush, you know.
It's the funniest movie ever.
But for all the wrong reasons, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, it sounds like my kind of movie.
No, we'll never riff the Room on public domain. We're never gonna riff the fucking Room.
God knows we should. Be a surprise for me.
We can't. He'll fucking sue us too.
Riff the Wicker Man.
Oh, bring it on. Bring that Euro trash motherfucker on.
You crazy?
That Romanian, French motherfucker, whatever. Long droopy hair. I'll grab his droopy hair and put it in my ass.
Apparently they made a movie based on the Craigslist killer.
This is getting hot.
And it's on Lifetime. I just saw a trailer for it on that YouTube page. I was like, what the fuck?
Lifetime.
Tommy Wiseau.
Jesse Ventura, tell me about your experience making The Running Man.
Oh, The Running Man was a great movie. Even though I never starred on screen. Well, actually, I did star on screen with Arnold in like the simulation thing. But honestly, it was great having my own workout show. What was the character you played? Captain Freedom?
Yeah, Captain Freedom. He's like, I don't need this fucking bullshit fucking machinery. Back in my day, I killed people with my bare hands.
Code of the Gladiators. Forget it, Killian. I'm not doing it.
That's fucking great.
That's one of my favorite Arnold movies is The Running Man. That's like one of my favorite movies of all time.
That's the second best Arnold movie. I mean, objectively, the first one has to be Total Recall. No, Total Recall is best.
Commando.
I love
the hell out of here.
Commando's the third best, but no, not third.
Total Recall. I like Total Recall too.
Over
Fucking
the
fun
top.
to watch. Over the top is Stallone.
I watched.
You're doing it wrong.
I was just talking about the movie Over the Top about the fucking where Sylvester Stallone drives a truck and has to win an arm wrestling competition.
What's the one where he clones
Demi
himself?
Moore's his son.
Is that the 12th day?
The answer is yes. Ready for
I don't know.
workout. Yes. America's own Captain Freedom. That's the ticket. No pain, no gain.
That's the shit, man. That's what I'm talking
That's
about.
great.
That fucking thing is awesome.
Anyway, I already told you about the worst movie ever, Andrew. It's on Netflix.
The worst movie ever.
Way of the Flesh or some shit like it's like 50-something minutes. The guys say they're in a police station, they're in somebody's house in the upstairs room, and there's only two of them, and they keep changing outfits to appear like different people. Oh, it's fucking bad.
Is that the worst movie you've ever... What would you say is the worst movie you've ever seen, Armake?
Howard the Duck definitely comes to mind.
That movie did have duck tits.
Yes, it. I don't know why it did, since it wasn't.
I used to really like that film. as a
What
kid.
about that movie that we riffed with Armak, the latest one?
Fucking in Space Under Kids.
Yeah.
That was beyond bad.
I mean, that counts as a movie, technically.
No, it doesn't. It counts as fucking a couple of gifts fucking strung together to make a movie.
Speaking of which, I actually found the original animated Korean Tron movie in its entirety, which was near impossible to find. It's called fucking Savior of the Earth.
There's a Korean Tron movie?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I actually tried searching for it because it was near impossible, but someone posted it like mid last month,
Yeah, if you watch fucking It Came from Public Domain, the Space Thunder Kids episode, there's a part where it looks like the guy from Tron. What the fuck was his name? Sark.
Sark, yeah.
It looks like Sark, and I swear to God, I felt like I was having an aneurysm at the time because I saw it all. And then at the end, there's this whole thing where it's throwing discs and shit. I'm like, it's a fucking complete and utter bizarre-ass Tron ripoff.
I like how Stan put it best, like, you finally found me, whoever you fucking are.
Yeah, they didn't explain who the characters having the final battle were.
I know, what the fuck? What's
Just
Space
two
Thunder
random guys
Kids?
having a showdown.
And with the fucking chick, when the fucking chick says, "I'm only doing this because you're my sister," I think we all lost our shit at that point. Like, what the fuck?
I need to fucking get in on these fucking movie riffs with you guys, man. I've always wanted fucking riffs.
Sure, yeah, man. Yeah, man.
God, you're out of the next one. Sorry.
I'm always out. I'm on the bleachers constantly. I'm called in at random times, usually when I'm half asleep.
Yeah, I've always wanted to get in on that shit, man. Next time you guys need someone, definitely I'll do it.
Sure, I'll hit you up, and I don't know. I think maybe we might be doing it next Sunday.
You'll never get a call, dude. You're gonna be like me. You'll just kind of be waiting.
That's a long way telling you to fuck off, Ronnie.
One fucking episode. What's the big deal?
Yeah, here's
a joke, Stan.
Here's the Tron anime. And I can honestly say this, it's worse than Space Thunder Kids. I have to say it. Space Thunder Kids is pretty fucking bad.
Wait, whoa. You can't be worse than Space Thunder Kids. That shit was garbage.
Here's the thing. I've noticed between the two movies, in comparison, Space Thunder Kids has a shit story but a decent dub, whereas Savior of the Earth has a pretty decent story and a shitty dub. But the thing is, since the plot's a fucking ripoff, I don't know, just all credibility. I call it Space Thunder Kids too.
Well, there are a lot of ripoffs of Tron and anime. I mean, there's a fucking anime film called Lensman, which is practically it's a blatant ripoff of a couple of sci-fi movies, including Tron. But that's not a
it's
not a movie.
It's a complete rip of Mad Max, really.
It's not that too. It's not really It's not really quote unquote a piece of shit because it's a high caliber anime film from the fucking 80s or some shit. But yeah, it blatantly steals ideas from tons of sources, including Battlestar Galactica.
And Bubblegum Crisis, complete rip of a Blade Runner, really.
It's sort of is. 80 Police is more in that line than Bubblegum Crisis.
Well,
they're all from the same guy. They're all from the same fucking person, though. So it's all the same mindset at work. But fucking the Japanese were very inspired by what they saw here, so they kind of just took every friggin' idea and ran with it. They just changed stuff around so much that people couldn't tell, I guess, at first. Mad Bull 34, I have no fucking idea what that is based on.
That's fucking wild. I love that one.
Irish Cops, I guess? I have no fucking idea what that would be based off of.
But yeah, in order for anybody to fucking actually hear me...
grenades off his balls, for Christ's sake. I have no fucking idea how to define that one.
In order for anybody to actually hear me riff these movies, you guys are going to have to fucking pay $5, okay? That's all there is to
it. Fine. You want to get paid $5? I got $105.
Some of you might want to just fucking team up and pay $250. I think that'll work out.
$250 will work. Cypher, can you pay $250? Will that be okay?
No, Cypher has to pay 10 because he's paying for 2 people, 1 for the fan, 2 for the ass.
Did you give Archfiend a gift as well to win a eBay voucher?
Oh snap!
Oh shit!
That's what he wants the money for, so he can buy him a gift.
That's awesome. But yeah, if you guys are doing that shit, you said next Sunday. I
love how fucking mad some of them are getting. Some of them actually took that seriously. That's the best part.
To our page.
Okay, cool.
And we don't really, we don't actually watch the movie, so that'll be the first time you watch it and just riff it live, you know.
Yeah, you kind of just do it on the fly.
Yeah, that's the best way to do it.
Damn, Cypher gets mad easily.
Okay, that's our.
Yeah, Cypher's not a guy.
You're really you're not hard to piss off at all, dude.
Wow, God, Cypher, calm down.
Well, he shut up. He listened to you.
I've spent the last hour and a half trying to figure out who he really is.
Archie was created by the government to influence people's views on the
internet. Shit. Man, I gotta say that, dude. I mean, you gotta say that is the best Jesse Ventura fucking impersonation I've ever heard, dude.
Thanks.
I got the old man on it. Well,
I sort of try without really trying, and I just wind up with this voice.
Can you do the 1980s where you know something, Mean Gene?
I'm having fun reading these comments. Armick, why don't you go drinking and then cry about ED? I'll go drinking and cry about how I had sex with your mom.
Oh, hey, Guru Larry.
Dude, guys. How am I gonna
if you want to fucking get in on the riffs too, anytime.
Oh, yes, please. I'm not very funny, though.
You're pretty funny.
Dude, I've seen your videos. You're very funny.
Oh, thank you.
Don't put yourself down.
Oh, bless you.
You might not do as good a Jesse Ventura impersonation as Andrew, but
no, I've been watching Larry for fucking years.
Yeah, I've been around since about 2006 on that.
That's probably about when I started watching your shit, actually.
I'm trying to even remember when the fuck I first came around. I've been online forever. I feel like I was born on the fucking internet some days.
As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a video game reviewer.
I opened up one of my videos with that same exact reference to.
Yes. All my life I've
No. I opened up when I came back to reviewing. I opened up with a fucking line read that was supposed to be very much like the opening of The Departed, but I couldn't work in how to like change the dialogue into game-related material. So
Did you ever release your movie? You was going to do a movie.
No, I never worked out.
Oh yeah, the movie that apparently like our plots like we coincidentally the plot for our mix movie was coincidentally my idea for an AVGN movie, which was essentially a ripoff of Back to the Future 2.
Yep.
So it's really Back to the Future's movie, both idea,
yeah,
both yours.
Because my idea for like an AVGN movie would be like James somehow gets sucked into like a vortex back to the 80s, and he becomes this big thing. He says like, no, don't buy this game, get this game. He becomes a huge thing, and like puts LJN out of business, and like the head of LJN sort of becomes like like Biff, but he finds out James's like secret, and he goes to the future, and he gets like I don't know somehow he. I know that doesn't make sense. That's a huge plot.
How could you travel to the future to kill someone?
Hold on.
I know it doesn't make sense. It's more like crossing over into a different dimension than time travel. And then but when James goes back to the future, he finds like the whole world.
Hold on. I got more from Cypher over here. Might as well read this shit out loud because now it's getting real.
LJNKTHQ.
You ready for this? Here we go. It starts out here. This is at 9:46, and I didn't even look till now. Now I just decided to read through this shit again, and it's really funny. And the first thing he says is all Italians know is how to go in reverse. He does that evil face with the 3 at the end of it, hell it is. And he does, seriously, all you dudes just come off as childish, pretentious, and arrogant. Try growing up. I mean, God forbid I have a difference of opinion. Marcus, this is coming from you who is still crying over an ED article? Whatever, dude. Which I'm not. Armick, why don't you go drinking again and cry about ED? Like, he repeats the same thing ad nauseum until I fucking
What's wrong
read
with
it.
Ed? I love that show.
Ed, I know Ed. Fucking Ed. ED, fucking Encyclopedia Dramatica. Encyclopedia Dramatica can suck my fucking dick. I don't give a rat's ass about them. It's a bunch of idiots who post information about everybody else because they have nothing to write about themselves. All they can do is talk shit about everybody else, but in the end of the day, what are they? They're like
Trolls.
Hopeless little shits in their mother's basements writing garbage about everybody else. They have nothing to quote for themselves. The only thing they can become famous for is making fun of somebody else. Oh, woohoo!
Did you see Haberman's going down the toilet now with money?
Yeah, that's what he said.
It is going down the fucking toilet. I learned the truth about ET. It's pathetic.
Oh, totally, man.
Because they have to resort to all the pop-ups and advertising.
But that's the biggest thing, though, Armick. People know who you are. That's the biggest thing. Like with me, I mean most people don't have that shit. Like I was literally like the beginning of this year. I was in Staples and I was like walking around, looking around and shit. And this little Chinese kid was following me around for like the longest time. And I was like, why is this kid following me around the store? And he comes up to me and he's like, "Can I ask you a question?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Are you Silent Rob?" And I'm like, "Oh my god!" I'm like,
I see your penis.
Sucky,
sucky.
I was like, "Oh my god!"
It does fucking. It's happened to me a couple of times.
Yeah, well,
And this kid, I shit you not, this kid, he calls over his dad, and his dad doesn't speak a lick of English. So this kid fucking calls over his dad in total Japanese, and this guy comes up to me, bows to me, and shakes my hand, and I'm just like, wow, this guy can't even speak English, and he knows who I am.
Because you're
big in Japan.
If you have like a recognizable voice or something, they will know who you are. Like at my GameStop, they know who the fuck I am. They always ask me when the next videos are coming. I keep telling them I'm done with that shit, but they ask me anyway, just to drive me nuts. But a couple of times back before, when I was in GameStop, I think it was in a Best Buy too at one point or so. It was another store. I can't remember which one it was, and there were a couple other incidents where this happened as well, including at my old job, I might add.
Yeah.
They knew who the fuck I was. They wanted me to sign autographs, all this crazy ass shit. I just was not ready for it. Let me tell you something. It was like being of some kind of strange ass alternate celeb or some crap. And it threw me off because I was embarrassed. I'm not gonna lie. I was absolutely embarrassed. I was blushing like an asshole.
I had one person recognise me and I just go dead silent and just stare.
It's scary when it happens. You don't know how to fucking react to it at all.
It is, man. It's totally insane.
You just demand.
But you're not gonna tell you, oh, I'm busy, I don't want to do that. But then they were asking me to curse at video games and stuff in the store, and like everybody was encouraging it. It was like, oh god. But this game doesn't suck. Scream at it.
Have you been invited to conventions or anything?
Be angry. A couple people recognized me at the Comic-Con, yeah.
Oh, nice.
And some other people recognized me, but they said they thought I was cosplaying as somebody else. Meanwhile, I was wearing normal clothes, so I don't know what the fuck I was supposed to be cosplaying as.
Somebody said you cosplayed the Dr. Insano anyhow.
Yeah. I have no fucking idea. But it was fun. I really enjoyed going to the New York Comic.
Who's a popular bald video game character?
Dr. Robotnik?
Agent 47.
Agent 47.
Actually, I like the Robotnik idea, Mark, but you're going to have to put on a shitload of pounds, or at least get like, a fat suit. And, like,
just walk around going, Bingus!
Bingus!
Bingus! Dr. Wiley. No, I need a really long-ass mustache to pull that one off.
And like some bald hair and like some hair coming out of the side of your bald head.
See, that's the problem. I'm not entirely bald. It's only in the front. In the back, the hair grows, and I mean, it fucking grows. Just think about
honestly, if I could shave my head and get away with it, I would fucking do it because
it's not hard to do. It takes like 2 days to adjust to it, and then it's like, fuck, I don't want hair anymore. Hair is a pain in the ass. You always got to comb it. You always got to fix it. You always got to style it. Fuck that noise. Just shave the shit off.
Do you feel the cold? Do you feel the wind?
Yeah, you wear a fucking hat.
That sounds like a poem.
You feel the cold, you feel the wind. I can't think of a third lyric.
So you feel my hand caressing your back.
So you don't.
You look at your bald head and wish you had hair.
I think Stan read too many fanfics.
Mom, yes, I want to tape a carpet to you and you.
Well, now
do you ever wake up in the morning and think your head on the wrong way around?
That is a horrible, horrible Jules impression.
It's not Jules, it's Gay Palpatine. One of Jules' many personas.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Star Wars is so much wind!
Oh my god.
Speaking of Robo Jules, he's vanished without a trace. Last thing I heard, he went to Europe, and that was the end of it.
He said, I'm in Great Britain, smiley face.
Larry, you need to go find him and punch him in the face for me. And you could say Marcus sent me.
Tell him he's a paedophile, so I'll get rid of him. On the moment they're calling somebody a witch.
No, he's a furry. I don't think they like furries over there.
Well, they do.
So you don't think you're gonna come back, Armate?
He will. He's an attention whore.
Yeah, very funny. No, I doubt it.
Well, if you fucking feel like you just have to make another video, man, fucking tell me. We ought to make a video, put it on my site.
Can we charge $5 for it?
Yeah, there you go.
Cha-ching.
We should just do a fucking.
We'd be rich.
We should just do a freestyle rap video about how $5 is awesome.
I can actually charge people else on my partner now for videos if I wanted to.
I think the fact that we haven't done a video together is actually kind of crazy.
I haven't done videos with a lot of people, and I always found it very crazy since I knew so many fucking people from back way when to now, and it's like, wow, just never done anything.
I did that top 10 video of you doing the voice of Phoenix Wright. Did you ever anyone to tell you about it?
I remember.
Yeah, a lot of people were shocked shitless that it actually existed. They thought I made it up, that I was just saying I worked with you to sound cool, and then they were like, wow, this shit actually exists.
It did, yeah. It was on television.
That was really fun to do.
Yeah, you're on television over here as well, so you're on telly, British television.
That was on telly? Are you serious? Holy shit. I didn't know that. Fucking hell.
Resume, being on television.
That is awesome. I got to remember that for the future. God damn, I've been on TV. Yeah, I made it big time, bitches. No, I'm not going to do that. But no, I had a great time doing that. And I really enjoyed doing something else, not cursing and screaming endlessly. Fucking, and some people didn't even know that was the best. Some people were asking, is that really you? I was like, yeah. And I was like, that's what Phoenix Wright would sound like. And of course, that's
why I asked you to do it. Because that's how he sounds like in my head.
Oh yeah, you gave me an idea. You told me what to go with, and I was like, well, how the hell am I supposed to voice this? I was like, yeah, I'll go with something like that.
It's just more like sort of energetic version of you, really, isn't he?
More energetic is right. More high pitched.
What's y'all's opinion on what do you think's the better company, Apple or Microsoft?
You really like talking about Apple, don't you, Gabriel?
You know what? I would like Apple if they supported gamers more, but they really don't. Even the fucking iTouch, which has amazing games on it, and I really does. I'm not playing around. There's no goddamn controls. Everything is all touchscreen. It's annoying. And then they're putting the fucking games on the PSP as minis, or you can even play them on PSN, I think. And the DS has them too, actually. Just think about it. And they just work so much better when you have a control pad or some kind of control option that isn't you fucking putting your hand against the screen and going all over the place.
I would like Apple if all their shit wasn't ridiculously overpriced.
Dad, I was about to get to that too. The iPad, I was going to get one because I thought it looked really cool, and I said maybe I could like kind of sketch on this or doodle on it. Just bring it around with me, play some games like Angry Birds HD looks amazing. iPad, when I looked at the version I was looking at, that shit was $800 fucking.
Yeah.
I could get a computer for that. I could get a friggin' laptop for that price, or I could get a tablet PC for less if I want to draw.
You could get a really nice laptop for that price.
Yeah, you could get a really nice. You could get a really nice laptop for fucking what, $600, I think. I mean, my laptop I'm on now is about it cost me about $900. Retails for about $1,500, but it's the only thing I've ever bought computer-wise in the longest time, and it's worked forever. So I'm very happy with it.
I have a PC, and I also bought myself a MacBook, which I'm using right now.
See, the MacBook, I was going to get one, but I looked at the prices on it. I looked at its ability to do gaming and stuff, because I do game on the PC.
You're paying for the name, aren't you, of Apple?
And I'd have to relearn everything, because I don't know how to use a Mac. I only know how to use a Mac vaguely from when I was working with one back in college, because it was the de facto fucking industry standard or some shit, though I hated it, because you had to hold one mouse button down and hit 3 goddamn keyboard shortcuts to get one thing to work that really you could have done with a right mouse click.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's changed now. You just need to put 2 fingers on the magical trackpad.
Well, I'm not.
No, but
I actually kicked my fucking Mac mouse to the curb because I'm using like a Logitech 2-button one. You could anything with a USB. I don't know, any mouse with a USB cable, just pretty much anything will work with Mac. And Mac it may be hard, but I think it's pretty simple to use. I've found, because I'm a total Mac convert. I haven't had a PC since used a PC since 2005. Really, last one I had was a Dell, and once I got a Mac, I was gone. There's no going back. Although I think Mac does get the shaft when it comes to a lot of stuff like gaming. That they need to step up their game on.
They're getting there, but still, it's so. I don't know. You could do so much more shit with a PC. It seems like to me.
Or
the platform just supports more.
Oh, I've just got a new PC.
That and all that crap about Apple's things never crashing, never have any bugs or viruses or anything. That's a crock of shit. I've seen a book that's literally about all the fucking errors that can occur on a Mac, and it was ridiculous.
Well, Mac is really fucking good. They're not perfect. They're not fucking God. I've experienced problems left and right that piss me off to no end. Like I had an old 2005 Mac, like one of the big white ones that's like a display, but it has the like all the shit in the display. And
Yeah.
That one malfunctioned on me. It just fucking froze up. But I didn't lose any of the I didn't lose any memory or anything. I could start it up, but it'd stay on for like a minute or two, and then it'd freeze again. I was actually really lucky. Like after a year, I got a new external hard drive, and I thought, you know what? I'm gonna boot this shit up, see if I can get it off. I managed to get all the shit off the fucking computer before it froze up.
Who's talking shit about Vampire Rain? That game rules. That's my favorite. That's the best game ever, motherfucker. I can't even say it with a straight face. I like the game, but fucking, it's not that great. It's not as bad as people claimed it was. Is the thing. Don't get me wrong. It's not the greatest game in the world, and it will bust your balls. But
it reminds me of Operation Windback that everybody slagged that off. I really like that.
No, Operation Windback was good.
Was bad. Windback wasn't bad.
The second Windback was fucking terrible. Now there I will agree. That was just garbage. That was actually going to be one of the games I reviewed later on when I was going to go back to it, but I just kind of slagged off on it. But that was a Major League one that was up there in the considerations. I got it on PS2 just to fucking review it after all. Because I heard how bad it was, and I started playing it on the PS2, and I realized, oh my god, this game is like, it's so bad, it's like broken on a fundamental fucking level. Bad voice acting, bad story, bad controls, bad camera, bad graphics, just, ugh.
I did buy Vampire Rain after your review.
Vampire Rain is better than fucking Windback 2. Vampire Rain is...
I bought Vampire Rain because...
Windback what?
Did you beat it?
No, I got bored of it.
Hello.
It's not gonna fucking help. Gabriel, it sounds like you're talking through a tin can, man.
I'm using my Bluetooth PS3 headset.
Yeah, you sound like you're calling in from like a chopper.
Is that what it sounds like on those fucking headsets? Damn, I thought the quality was higher than that.
I've been using this for like 2 years now, okay?
The PS3 headset must only be used to install children online.
That is why nobody talks on PS3 online right here.
Yeah, I guess so. Holy shit, that's bad. I need air support is right.
Oh, hold on. Let me go. I'll use the. Is that a lot better?
That's better.
All right. I'm just going to use the internal speakers from now on.
That is a million times. Wait, you're using an internal mic and you're getting that sound quality? Holy shit!
I'm on a Mac, dude.
Oh, well, excuse me. I didn't realize the Mac was so powerful. Fucking hey. That's a nice mic to be built in, though, I got to admit. I mean, I've heard some good ones, but that's the best quality. I think that's the best quality I've ever heard for an internal microphone.
I installed Snow Leopard recently, and now the internal mic sounds like shit.
Who the fuck is naming these operating systems? On the Mac, it's fucking named after fucking jungle cats, and on the Android OS, it's named after desserts. Yeah, but you know the Android OS, right? The one that fucking is competing with Apple.
Yeah.
They fucking named their OS. They named their operating systems or whatever. Yeah, they name them after friggin' desserts. Like cupcake, fucking gingerbread.
Or Fios, that was the previous one, or whatever it was called. Fios or what?
No, Fios is DSL.
I mean, it was something with an F for the Android, a 4.2 or something.
Frozen yogurt.
Frozen cracker.
Frappe.
Frozen crackers.
Frozen crackers. I think it was shortcake, actually. I hate to say it. How do you pronounce that?
And now the new OS is going to come out. It's going to be called Lion.
Ugh, God, these names are so stupid. Not that Windows is any better; they're all dumb as hell. But at least Windows.
Like Windows 7.
Windows 7 doesn't make any sense. They went from fucking XP. They went from 2000 to XP to Vista, and now it was 7.
And now they're coming over with an 8.
How did they get to 7 from like no numbers? I don't get it. When did Windows 6 come out?
I don't get
7
that.
is one better than
to
6.
figure that out.
When did 5
Windows 6
come out?
is Vista.
I know it's 7
Windows 5
generations.
is
It's a
XP.
joke. I'm just saying here. It's like
Oh, sorry, I thought you were numerically dyslexic.
no. I thought ASA went to. All right, that's fake ASA.
Hey,
I think the real question is, how many collective red rings of death have we all experienced?
2, I've had 2.
1.
6.
Never.
8. I got 8.
I've never owned a.
I don't have an Xbox.
I thought 6 was a high number. I feel for you, Rob.
However,
Okay, Jamie and Big Boss has had 5. Okay,
Fucking
so we got
hell.
8. I mean, this is ridiculous, people.
They did not fix that problem. None of the systems have ever fixed the red ring of death issue. They all do it, even the newest ones. The new one does it faster than all the other ones did, actually, from what I heard.
What?
Yep.
Yeah, they have like a different type of like ring. It's still like the same.
It's the middle. The middle fucking lights up or some shit. But yeah, my friend got the newest one. He had it for a while. He was playing it like nonstop, and he told me it wasn't the red ring of death. It's like this red dot of death or something.
Yeah.
What you want on the power brick?
The pimple.
Well, people ask me all the time, like, why I'm such like a PS3 fan, and it's not even the fact that I like the system, I like the games that are on it, but I like to play a system that fucking works. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fucking functional. My PS3, it's the same goddamn PS3 I've owned since I got it back when Metal Gear Solid 4 fucking came out. Basically, it still works.
Not for me. My PS3 broke.
I've spoke to so many people whose PS3's broke, and mine is never, not once.
What model did you got?
The first one. I have a 20 gig, because I couldn't get any other model. Fucking 20 gig fucking model. I think it's 20 or whatever the lowest model was. That was the only thing I could get at the time.
I got the 80 gig version that came packaged with the MotorStorm.
But I swapped the hard drive out myself, so now I have a fucking
PS2 games on your one.
Yeah,
I have 180 gig.
I had to buy a Slim, so.
I don't like the Slim. My brother has a Slim, and he told me it has issues at times. Like sometimes it'll lock up and shit. And I was like, really?
I have a Slim. I had the 60 gig, and I sold it to my friend and took the money to buy a Slim. I love it.
The Slim looks like a fucking doorstop. I just don't, visually, it just does not appeal to me. The PS3 is this monolithic black motherfucking console that weighs 1 million pounds. Like, I remember when I bought it, the box was so fucking heavy. I was like, God damn, what's in this? Because Sony's consoles, for the most part, were pretty damn light, and the 360 was like the biggest console at the time. But no, the PS3 was monolithic compared to that thing.
Yeah.
And it has the Spider-Man. It has the Spider-Man fucking 2 font on it.
That's the thing. Like you pick up a PS3 and then like you pick up a 360 and you can just feel the cheapness.
The 360 feels like a fucking Fisher-Price toy in comparison. It's a good console, don't get me wrong.
PS3 looks like a big
Its goddamn build quality is terrible, but the PS3 Slim, I remember looking at it, and the first thing that comes into mind, I said, it looks like a futuristic doorstop.
It looks like a Fisher-Price version of the original PS3.
No, it still has a nice build quality. It's still heavier. I think it's heavier than the fucking 360. Now the 360, the newest 360 they put out is a little bit more refined looking, but damn, is that thing small.
It's fucking small, and it fucking picks up fingerprints like a motherfucker, dude. Like, it's insane. Like you just touch it, and you got fingerprints on it that aren't going away.
It's a fucking...
fingerprints on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit the hay. I'll see you guys later.
All right. See you, man.
All right.
But what do you think is the worst controller ever?
Oh, thanks a lot. Now I can go to sleep. I gotta answer questions.
GameCube.
I'm gonna nominate the original Xbox controller.
I think the Atari is the worst because it has that joystick and it's just like, it's teasing you. Put me up your ass. And it's like, how are you supposed to play games?
You gonna rape the controller?
Yeah. All right, I gotta go.
No. I'm talking about that fucking Atari Jaguar controller.
Oh, you're talking about the one with the fucking phone dial on it and shit.
Well, the reason it has that pad is because it's a shoot back to the old Atari controllers, which had that fucking thing as well. It's a weird ass controller. Don't get me wrong for that era, but that's why it's there.
See, Cypher on here just said N64, and I didn't mind the N64.
I loved the fucking N64 controller.
N64 controller was like for first-person shooters, man.
Yeah. GoldenEye on that thing was amazing. When you learned how to how to strafe with fucking the C buttons, it was awesome. Mm-hmm. I like that controller. I really did.
I think the Dreamcast wasn't too well designed. In your opinion?
No, the Dreamcast controller was a monolithic tank because you couldn't break it. Like, you could throw it up against walls, step on it, stomp it, do whatever you want. It just won't break. And it had a lot of fight.
The thing left over is Dreamcast controllers and cockroaches.
It had a lot. See, the thing was, the Dreamcast had a lot of fucking fighting games. I remember people always used to say, you cannot play fighting games with that controller. I call bullshit. I played them all with that. And I had a great time. I still fucking play my Dreamcast.
The Dreamcast was a shit, man. I still remember getting that thing And then like a year after I got it, it went fucking, died.
It went defunct. What'd you do? Get it? You got it cheaper, right, than it should have been because of the fact that it was about to die and they knew it.
Yeah.
Nothing. Same thing here. And I bought so many games because they were like fucking. They were so dirt cheap. It was ridiculous. Like you go to the PS2 bargain and you find stuff for $2. There were Dreamcast games sitting in bins for less than 30 cents.
Yep.
Games that now on eBay they charge out the ass for because now they're quote-unquote collector's items. I'll give you an example. At Skies of Arcadia for fucking Dreamcast for $4.
Solution 2's
$4.
And how much is it now?
Skies of Arcadia, the original, fucking for the Dreamcast, at least $50 at
Yeah, at least $50.
For a really shitty quality one.
Evolution 2's one of the holy grails now.
I have that. I actually have 2 copies of that, believe it or not. Because I got it as a gift from someone by mistake. Fucking, I had that. I have an X.
I want to give you a gift.
I have fucking family.
Like playing the original fucking Shenmue on the Dreamcast, I mean, that's like some of the best gaming memories I have.
I really wish I could say that Shenmue was one of the greatest memories I have, but all I remember is asking people questions. It was like they asked people RPG or something. Do you know places where sailors like to hang out? I thought we were supposed to be investigating a murder here.
We're gonna find some sailors.
Fucking collecting little bobble toys and shit.
That was the shit. That was the shit.
Virtual simulator autistic. Really.
Yeah, it was like the real life sim. It was like real life. It was like Life Simulator or something. Shenmue and Shenmue 2 did not help because it just amped up things from there on.
Yeah.
He's that murdered. He's really not bothered, is he? Going around collecting.
No, he doesn't care. And his girlfriend completely fucking ignores her ass for the most part, except when she gets like kidnapped. Then he goes to action, barely.
Yeah.
But he doesn't give 2 shits about her. He's like, he barely calls her, talks to her, or does anything. I know you're in control, but Jesus Christ.
I didn't get into Shenmue 2 nearly as much as the first one. And then somebody told me that the ending of Shenmue 2 was another cliffhanger. And then considering the fact that they never made a Shenmue 3, I never beat Shenmue 2 because of that fact. So.
Well, Shenmue 2 is actually Shenmue 3, 4, and 5.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I remember them saying that.
Yeah.
Like, I was kind of disappointed about that. I mean, there's still petitions on the line of them to make a fucking Shenmue 3.
There's something coming out for cell phones called Shenmue World or some shit, but there's still no Shenmue 3, which is aggravating as all fuck. It's like too human. That game came out, now it's part 1 in a trilogy. It took them that long to release it. It was a flop. What the fuck are people going to do now? Or are they going to wait forever for part 2 and 3? That's why I hate these games that come in episodes, because I'm never sure if they're going to finish things or not.
Like Episode 3 of Half-Life 2.
Kind of like Darksiders.
Darksiders, yeah, that's another one. Darksiders is good as them, though.
Yeah, but I'm like, did it do well? I mean, in ratings, but in sales.
It did.
I need to get Darksiders. Everybody tells me it's really good.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I was surprised, to be honest, because I had heard nothing but bad things, and I picked it up, and it was like, wow, this game kicks ass. That's why I did that.
That was the exact same thing with Nier. Everybody fucking was like, oh, Nier fucking sucks. I'm like, fuck you. I'm going to buy this game. I'm glad I fucking did, dude.
Nier, I heard nothing about it. Nobody said anything about it. Nobody even knew what the fuck it was, and I just picked it up on a whim. And it was like, damn, this game is awesome. Then all of a sudden people were like, game's okay. It's not as good as X, Y, and Z. I'm like, fuck you, it's excellent. You have no taste in the game.
It's like, what more do you fucking people want?
Yeah, Mach-N X. Mach-N X is one of those games that just, in my opinion, it's to this day underrated. And also, it's probably a spin-off on the Shin Megami Tyson series, or Persona, whatever the fuck it's called. Because it's got the same art style and everything. I think Atlas made it, actually.
They released it on PS2, it was a third-person game.
They released Mach-N X on PS2? It must have been years then.
It was, yeah, but they turned it into third-person.
That makes a lot of sense, actually, because it was good as a first-person game, but I figured with the platform jumping, yeah, it probably worked better in third-person.
What game is this?
Mach-N X.
Mach-N X. Never heard of it.
Look into it, because it's an awesome game. That's all I can say. It's so different from everything else.
Isn't it like a first-person game? Is that a first-person game?
It was a first-person fucking fighting. It was a first-person sword fighting game,
so you couldn't strafe it.
Yeah, you couldn't strafe it, though. It was a pain in the ass. But you got over it really fast. There's only a couple of games I remember that were anything like that. Mach-N X is one. Project Breakdown on the fucking Xbox was another amazing game that a lot of people never played, that I really wish they would like re-release or something at this point in time. I petitioned so much for Xbox to put that shit in the classic section when I first had them.
I bought that because of you.
Breakdown, what'd you think of that one?
Oh, Breakdown's the shit.
I thought there was a lot of people saying it was.
But the plot, that was what grabbed me the most. The plot is so well written. It's like there's this massive plot twist that occurs halfway into the game, and it's like, it's this absolute holy shit moment that most films can't even touch.
I also like the idea, it's the whole game done from his perspective as well. You never sort of go out on
that was one of my biggest things about that game, how everything was done in first person. From putting on body armor to eating food to heal yourself, everything is done in first person. You never leave that first person view. The only time you ever see what the character looks like is if you get in front of if you get in front of a fucking mirror, or if you watch the opening. When the game opens, it opens with like a movie trailer style thing. But I was obsessed with that game when I got it, because it was like so friggin' good and nobody'd ever heard of it. It was like Namco really put out something really great, and it's like fucking nobody friggin' bought it.
It goes for a bit now on eBay as well.
Yeah, you know, probably because fucking people realize it's an actually really cool game. But fucking, you know what it was too? I looked at the reviews online for it, and they were absolute garbage. Like, people just shit all over it. So that's probably why it didn't do well. But if you looked later on, there was a lot of people saying that they really wish the game had been brought back somehow. See, it's too little too late in some cases. Like, a lot of people shit on a game and then they suddenly realize, wow, you know, actually it was ahead of its time, or wow, it was kind of fun, or wow, I want to play this again. And guess what? You gave it nothing but shitty ass reviews, so now guess what? It's gone. It's never coming.
It was an Xbox exclusive as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was an Xbox exclusive. That was a big mistake. I think that was the biggest mistake, because it didn't need an Xbox. The graphics were like PS2 quality.
Silence was one of my favourite games ever.